so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the 1. They get it back. Another shot. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Edwards, that's good. Holiday with the ball. Outside Tatum. White on the wing. And here's Brown for 3. And he buries his first look.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That 3 at the other end didn't sit well with them.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Holiday. Here's Tatum. They grab their own miss. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Gobert with it. And here's Randall. Now Edwards. He's got 5. Shoots over White. Edwards can't hit. White looking it over. Holiday against Conley. Porzingis with a screen on Conley. Here's Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. That 3's off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Conley. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Here's Tatum. And the layup is good off the glass.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Conley with the ball. Oh, there's the alley! McDaniels finds Randall. McDaniels against Brown. 3 on the clock. Picked by Gobert. McDaniels from long range with the clock winding down. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Now here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Back to Holiday. On the wing, Tatum. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's McDaniels. Still without a bucket. Randall against Tatum. They now take the lead.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Porzingis against Gobert. Inside. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Porzingis.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Conley passes to Edwards. Misses the 3. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. White can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The 3, Conley. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Porzingis. Here's White. Back to Porzingis. Tatum gets the bucket.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Here's Edwards. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics up 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Al Horford, Jayson Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Hauser in at the small forward position. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And he can't get the first one. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Good on the second one. And here's Tatum. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards with it. 5 points in the game. The 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. To the paint. Clock at 6. Outside Craig. Puts it up from 17. Horford can't hit.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
It's Edwards on the wing, pounded by Tatum. Here's Reed. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Boston's shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Here's Pritchard. DiVincenzo covering. Horford draws the double. Out to Craig. Pass to Hauser. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Pritchard, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. With the fadeaway. Reed, good.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. DiVincenzo covering. Pass to Tatum. Over Edwards. Again, the miss by Boston. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jayson Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Pritchard. Still no points. Pass to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. Miller pulls it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Left side, Edwards. To the middle. Here's Reed. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
The ever-expanding skill set of Edwards. Nice dish right there.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Here's Cornette. Here's Porzingis. Misses the layup. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo pass to Gobert. Gobert, too strong.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Outside Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Cornette sets a screen. Porzingis in the post. Checked by Randall. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Up and over Conley. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Holiday's gotten his first points in this one.
You know, on top of the speed and power, Holiday makes good decisions. Right there, not forcing anything.
Brown against McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Randall. That shot off. Celtics trail by 3. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Holiday, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game here. He's perfect from the line this time.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Conley against Holiday. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Pass to Randall. Good D by Porzingis. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead, leading by a point. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. They're taking a bunch of shots.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Now Conley. No made baskets yet. Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Edwards. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Edwards has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, Edwards rarely passes on a chance to get his team points. He loves making an offensive impact.
Outside, Brown. Sinks the 15-footer. Give him 8.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Stolen by Conley. Throws it up high. Oh, Rudy on the lob.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on the slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Randle against Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Over Gobert. And that one's good. Porzingis.
He can beat you inside. He can beat you outside. Porzingis is truly the prototypical stretch big.
Gobert with a screen on White. And here's Edwards outside. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Brown finds Tatum. Tatum! Money from deep!
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Outside Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for White. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game. Porzingis in the post. He's against Gobert.
2 minutes remaining.
Right side Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
And look at Tatum getting aggressive inside.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
And so Tatum nails both of them. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Now here's Conley. No points so far. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. It's Edwards on the wing. Tatum pulls it in.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Pass to Holiday. Now Porzingis. Tatum inside. He's guarded by Conley. For the lead. And the three-pointer goes. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Edwards, a pass to Alexander Walker. Up top, Edwards. He's covered by Holiday. Holiday against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Can they get it? Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Brown. Inside. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Edwards. He's got 13. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Boston out in front, up by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court right now for the Celtics, Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Jayson Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
What composure from Tatum. As the clock runs down, he stays calm and seeks out a shot.
Now here's DiVincenzo. The D's right on him. Minot can't get it to go. Boston leading by 6. Hauser passes to Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's the pick. Outside Reed. Pulls up on the wing. Edwards, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Outside Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And Stan, he went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Boston making a switch here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Gobert with a screen on White. Edwards against White. Shot clock at 6. Oh, a sensational slam by him.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Outside Porzingis. Outside Brown. Outside White. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. White finds Tatum. Randall pulls down the board. Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley passes to Randall. For 3. Boston with a rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Edwards against White. Offensive rebound. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And when you foul Gobert, you really got to foul him, or he'll just power right through.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
And that one falls for Gobert. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And here's Tatum. Goes up with the stripe. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Randall. McDaniel's a screen on Tatum. Outside Conley. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
There's 57 seconds left in the final quarter. Tatum inside. He's against Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Here's Edwards. Now off the inbound. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line.
Anthony Edwards. Shooting one.
One shot.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Holiday doubled up. Outside Porzingis. White for three. Pure from three-point range.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do.